So in this next step, we're going to be creating our blog, which includes setting up our blog post page, which is what this wireframe depicts, and then also our blog homepage. If we head over to that, it looks like this, with a slideshow at the top, and then a list of individual posts below that. We're going to begin by focusing on these blocks in the sidebar, which will let us build up our views skill sets. We'll be able to apply some of the tools that we've learned about already and techniques, and also build on top of that. But before we go into actually building out our blog feature, it's important to think about what our options are. So first of all, there's a blog module that comes with Drupal. If we go to our Drupal site and we go to modules and we do a quick search for blog in the module list here, you see we have this blog module, and the description is enables multi-user blogs. Now this gives us a whole set of features around blogs. We get a blog content type, we get individual pages for every user's blog entries, so each user has their own page, but then there's also a page that aggregates all of the blog entries. We also get RSS feeds, both for individual users' blogs and also for the complete blog page. And we get a couple other additional features, like a link on the user page to create a blog entry or to view a user's blog, and also the breadcrumbs at the top of a page for a blog entry will lead up to a user's blog, which we'd have to manually set up on our own. So in one sense, using this blog feature is actually a really good idea if you're crunched on time and you need just basic blog features. But the downside is that if you need to modify things or you want certain features but not other features of the blog module, then you're going to end up having to build it from scratch in order to have that functionality. Now, there are ways that you can override certain aspects of the blog module if you know how to code, and you can create a custom module in order to adjust things. But if we're limited to our site building tools, then we may want to start out building our blog from scratch so that we know we can roll back certain components or modify certain components. With the blog module, it's either on or it's off. For a full list of the particular components that are included with the blog module, you can go to this page on Drupal.org. It's node/1842366, and it's comment number 6769648. And this post by the user TCE gives a rundown of all of the individual components that come with the blog module. All right, back to the site. And so given that, it makes sense to build our blog from scratch. It'll be a little bit more time consuming at first, but it will be far more flexible, and in the long run will probably save us time because we won't have to roll back the blog module and recreate it later, and also move our content over to potentially new content types and such.